Hey everybody, Dirty Side gets down. Today we are installing nitrous in the Nova. Stay tuned. So after the last episode where we ran the ACES system and we saw it picked up some decent power, I'd kind of figured out through all that process that the ACES system just wasn't going to work for drag racing. It didn't have any kind of launch control, didn't have nitrous control or boost control, which is really where we're going to end up. This whole nitrous thing is just sort of a stepping stone. It's something I'm doing for work, and figured I would bring you guys along too. And maybe you could run nitrous if it's something you're into. So just a quick recap of the car it's going into. I know a lot of you probably know this car already. A 74 Nova, basically fully gutted, but then slowly has been converted back to be able to be street driven. It's not fully there yet, but we're getting close. You see the sniper is back on. The ACES system has been taken off. It's not for any real fault of the ACES system. It did a pretty good job of running the engine and that kind of thing. It's just not up to the task of what we want to do. In the future, I may revisit going with the Joker system, which I think is a little more race-oriented, and maybe we'll see what we can do with that. But we'll have to see what the future holds. So this is the Sniper Nitrous kit from NOS. Comes with a 10-pound bottle. Comes with the bottle brackets. And pretty much everything you need here. It has jets for 100, 125, and 150 horsepower. And this is a wet kit, which some of you won't need. So if you're installing this with EFI, most of the time you would use a dry kit and then let the EFI handle the fueling. You can't get a 4150 nitrous kit in a dry setup, so you have to get one that's wet and just not use the fuel solenoid. In your nitrous plate, and you probably won't be able to see it, but it said this side up because it's going to spray the nitrous and the fuel down. Now in our case, we're not going to spray any fuel, we're going to do this dry, and we're also going to cap this fuel port with an AN cap. Now it's really important to mount the bottle in this orientation with the label pointing up and the bottom angled down. The reason for that is the pickup tube starts here and works at an angle all the way down to this very bottom edge. So with the label up, you know that you're always going to be picking up nitrous no matter what. When you accelerate, it all goes to the back, and it all sits on the bottom, and the tube will get every bit of it. Alright, so I think this is where we're going to mount it, all the way in this back passenger side corner. Plenty of room up that way to get the bottle out when we need to refill. We've got a nice flat surface to mount the bottle. And that little bit of weight's going to offset me being the driver in the other side of the vehicle. So we'll get some holes drilled and bolt that down, and then we'll get to plumbing. So now we're going to get this hose routed. We'll attach it to the bottle first, run it up to the front of the car, we'll hook it to the solenoid, and then we'll just be a little bit of wiring away. So now every car is going to be different in how you run this. I'm not going to force you to watch me zip tie this all the way through. You just want to make sure that it's not going to touch anything that moves. You don't want it rubbing the exhaust, anything like that. A lot of times you can secure it to a frame rail, which is pretty good. So we're going to get that done real quick, and then we'll get on that solenoid. All right, so we've got our bottle mounted, bolted to the floor. We've got our gauge on and our hose attached. And you probably can't see it. Maybe you can. This end is kind of a brass color, and that end goes to the bottle. And the other end is blue and goes to the nitrous solenoid. So if you see here, this is our nitrous solenoid and has a blue end on it. All of your nitrous parts are going to be blue. And then over here, all of your fuel parts are going to be red, so you can keep them separated. So on the nitrous solenoid, we put this fitting in here, and it has a filter in it to filter the nitrous, just in case you get any kind of debris in the line or anything like that. Then this end goes on the outlet, and that's going to go to the plate under the throttle body, and that's where we'll put the jet that dictates how much horsepower this makes. Let's get that mounted up. Alright, so down here you can see our blue nitrous fitting. That's where the jet's going to go. So we have the jet here. That is for the 100 horsepower shot. So we'll put that in. And if you notice how it's tapered, that's so it'll seal on the AN fitting coming from the nitrous solenoid. We'll snug that up, get the nitrous line connected, and a little bit of wiring. Alright, while we're up here messing with this part, we need to cap off this fuel port because we're not going to use it. So we just need to take one of the nitrous jets. Like I talked about, it has the flared end on it. Put that in there, and then we just take a 4A cap. We'll put that on there, and that'll block off that fuel port so we don't have a vacuum leak or anything. Alright, nitrous is all installed. We're on the dyno now. Going to get a baseline pull with just the nitrous plate on there, but no nitrous flowing yet. One thing I do need to preface for anyone that has watched previous videos, we had the last transmission before I built this one was slipping a little bit in third gear, and I didn't realize it. And what that did is it brought the engine RPM up and made the dyno read more power. So while our numbers on previous videos were consistent with each other, they weren't accurate. So now we're accurate because this transmission is locked down solid. So let's go ahead and get that baseline pull with no nitrous, and then we'll do a 100-shot pull. All right, here we go. First pull with nitrous. This is a 100-shot. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the graph. We got a big jump in power there. That's gonna make a whole lot of difference at the track. All right, everything put together, dyno run's done, and we're out here at the track to see what the difference is between no nitrous and nitrous, and see what that power gains us in quarter mile. so we're back from the track. I got back pretty late and didn't film an outro at the track. So here we are in the editing room and we're going to do that. One thing I'm sure you'll notice in the nitrous pass is I touched the rev limiter in both shifts. I just kind of wasn't expecting, I mean, even though I knew I was adding some horsepower at the push of a button with nitrous, the gear changes just came up a little quick and, just tagged that rev limiter a little bit. So that slowed us down a little bit in the quarter mile. So it definitely would have run a little bit faster. One of the other problems is the car just was not geared tall enough to go that fast. And you see in the second pass that, around 200, maybe 300 feet before the finish line, I hit the rev limiter in third gear. That's 6,000 RPM on a completely stock small block Chevy. And I kicked around the idea before I left of bumping the rev limiter up, but I was the slowest guy there on a track rental day. And there's some guys there with, $200,000 trailers and cars that are, just as much or more. I didn't want to be the guy running, 12s that oil the track down for them. This engine should be coming apart pretty soon, and I'm going to go through it, and I'd like to make it able to rev to, 6,500, 7,000 without having to worry about it. But it just wasn't there. It just didn't seem like a good idea. I also made the nitrous come in a little late just because I didn't really trust the stock head bolts to keep the heads down. So I waited till 4,000 RPM for that. That could have definitely picked up some time. I think with all that, if we had the right gear in the car and we're able to not hit the rev limit at any point, it might have been an 11-second car. If nothing else, a real low 12-second car. And for the amount of money invested, that's a pretty good deal. That's a lot of fun for very little money. So if nitrous is your thing, definitely have at it. It's not my thing and it's not going to stay on the car. It was more just, I think I said in the beginning of the video that I was doing this as a how-to video for our company YouTube channel. So yeah, the nitrous will be coming back off, and that'll be going back to my boss. It's his kit. So hopefully you got something out of this video, and now we're going to move on to the next one. See you next time.